Welcome to the 12 dreamy days of the hero's journey. I'm Kelly Sullivan, Walden, Dr. Dream, and this is my dear friend, Kosar Abbasi, but I think she only needs one name, like Cher or Madonna. It's like Kosar. And in a second, I'm going to tell you a little bit about who she is, but if you're just watching this video and you haven't watched any of the others, we're going to explore the hero's journey. We're going to explore dreams. And this is here to inspire you to have the best, well, we're leading up to the holidays, so you can have the best holiday ever. But if you're watching this after the holidays or any day, holy days mean every day full of holiness and wholeness. So that's what we want for you. You're a hero on a hero's journey, and this is a reminder of that. So this woman, I'm not going to read an official bio, but what I know, I just met this woman. I'm talking about her in front of her face, her beautiful face. She is a dancer. She's an artist. She's a creative soul. She's a teacher. She's an inspiration. She's from Iran. And she, I think it's most interesting. I'm just going to start talking to you and stop talking behind your back because you're here, But you wrote a poem that you shared with me about dancing and having all this passion to express, and yet coming from a culture that there's so many mixed messages about like express yourself but keep it all in and all of that. So I think to me you are a hero on a hero's journey. You're actually a shero. So I want you to explore some of that, but let's just first start with, what is a hero to you?
A hero is a part of me who wants to be the real me and face whatever comes into my path in the journey that I'm going. And what stops each one of us to go forward as a hero is fear. And to me, the hero is the one who face all those fears, and he or she put him or herself in the situation and face it. The hero doesn't give up. The hero doesn't look at things like a problem. He puts himself in a situation and face everything and find solution. And of course, when a hero finds a solution, he or she is ready to face the consequences too.
Okay. Okay, what do you mean by consequences? We had to pause the recording because Lola, the producer, wanted to make sure she could be in this video since she's wearing a matching sweater to yours, Kosar. Okay. Really? So what do you mean? So the consequences of being brave and jumping in even when you're afraid?
Because it's like for me, when I face my fears and then I dive into them and I find solution in the situation that I'm afraid, but I'm facing to move forward. And as you face more, it gets like bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you face more truth, you face more realities. You always want to move forward. A hero cannot stop, you always want to go to the next level.
Okay, so give us an example from your life of a time when you had something that was maybe dangerous or scary or challenging that you had to face.
Like the first thing I had to face as a girl in Iran, it was like I could not even express that hero. I had to hide it because there are certain rules and regulation that if you want to be a girl who are accepted by the community, you have to be in that box. And I always wanted to break that box and come out of it because I didn't believe in
the box.
because it was not me. And
but somehow you got to see this woman's dancing. You somehow broke out of that box and became this incredible dancer. Tell us how you did that.
to be honest, I don't know. The only thing I remember since I was 3-4 years old, I knew that when I dance and everybody is looking at me and they clapping, I feel so good. And then as I was growing up, the culture was telling me that you must stop doing it. And as they more wanted to stop me of what I'm doing and what I'm enjoying, it became more of
like you had to do it.
Anger, but I used the anger in a different way. It's I used it to help the hero to be who she wants to be.
Wow. So do you think if they had been perfectly accepting of you, like, yay, keep going, that it would have meant as much to you? No, you might be a doctor right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know, I mean, you were a refugee for years and you had to live away from your country. So say something about that for those who don't know your story. I mean, that's pretty risky and scary, and then dancing in front of royalty. And I mean, I imagine there were some risky, scary moments
Sure.
off in the world all by yourself as a young, beautiful dancer.
You're talking about Hero. I love the Mario Carey song Hero. When the hero,
you sing it.
I don't know how to
Oh my
sing
God, that's
song.
hard to sing, Mariah Carey.
I know.
And the hero comes alive with the strength to carry on.
I can't sing
Push
that.
your fear aside, and you know you can
survive.
When you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong. And you'll finally see the truth that the hero lies in you and you.
So there was a night when I was I was going to become a refugee. That was the night I decided, because I was on road on by myself, like 5 a.m.
Where?
In Kuala Lumpur. My documents was rejected in immigration. I had no visa, no passport, deportation to Iran, and I had all these document problem, and being a woman and an artist with Iranian law and everything. So I was sitting on a road, and then I just played this song for myself.
The hero song.
Yes.
Oh my God. Wow.
Because I had no money, no job, no passport, no visa, and nothing. Like, I was just me and my dance costume and then my personal stuff.
Okay.
And I started playing that song for myself.
Wow.
And then I started singing it. And then I had this faith in me that the hero inside me is hearing me. And the hero told me, like, this is going to be your success story one day. So I faced whatever came. I was so afraid of being lonely and not knowing what is going to happen to me. But then I kept telling myself that the hero will rise in you. Just give it a time. Just give it a space. You're going to make it. You're going to be in US one day next to Kelly Sullivan.
God, so eventually somebody comes along and offers you a place to stay. I mean, we don't have to get into all those details, but like
honestly, you cannot imagine how things were. Everything was planned for me to reach here. And I knew it. I closed my eyes. I said, there is no reason to have faith, but I have faith because there is no reason to have it. If there is a reason, then there is no faith. That's not faith. You have to have faith, and there is no reason to have it. I said, I have faith. This is going to be a great beginning of my hero's journey.
Oh my God. Okay, so I gotta just say this. So the other day I had a dream, and I'm going to keep this short, but I feel like it relates, and it might have been with you. I'm not sure, but in my dream I was at a train station, and there were a bunch of women at this train station, and I was giving them a pep talk about grace. And that's my dog Shadow, who's just like hurling up a storm back there because she can't. And I was saying something about how grace is always there, but we have to like jump on the train. We have to be in sync with it. And just then this woman, this like crazy woman, dirty, angry, hungry, comes busting through, and she starts yelling at the train conductor. And the train conductor just pushes her out, says, no, get away. And I thought, okay, grace is even here for her, but she's pushing it away, and her energy isn't receptive to it. So she's not going to experience grace. So yeah, grace could be all around you, but you might not experience it if you're like pushing up against it and like, but if you're in sync with it somehow, then you get it. Anyway, that was the thing that I just had a couple of days ago. And I know that dreams tie into the hero's journey and all of that. So I think that was like sort of a hero's journey dream. Do you experience, I mean, I didn't even know we were going to bring up grace, but do you know what I mean by grace? I know English is the second or third or fifth language of yours. But so what does that mean to you? Like, where does grace fit into all this to you?
When you say grace, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I'm a woman.
Yeah. And a dancer, a graceful dancer.
It brings a lot of feminine, it reminds me of a lot of feminine energy that I'm capable of giving and taking to this universe, to everyone, through my art, through my dancing, through my friendship, through my talking. It's something that it makes the environment or the people who are around you feel soft and nice. So it can be anything.
Like this pretty sweater.
Yeah.
It's so graceful. It's like Lola, who's down here. You can see Lola. There she is. She's producing us. Thank you, Lo. So there's like a soft, gentle. So, I mean, you're sitting there on the street. You don't know where you're going to go. You can't go. I mean, you're denied entrance to, where did you want to go that you wanted entrance to? You didn't want to have to go
wanted
back.
to get a work visa.
Okay.
But it got rejected.
So you're kind of like, but grace somehow found you. You didn't freak out, or did you freak out?
I was afraid.
Okay, that's important.
But I didn't freak out because I was sure that this is part of a journey.
Wow. Did you ever know, had you ever heard of the hero's journey, or had you just, no?
No. But always the word hero, it makes me excited. Like, yeah.
Did you ever doubt that you could be a hero? I mean, I know some people hear that and they're like, oh, that's for some people, but no, count me out of that.
No, I always felt there is a hero in me that I need to let her expand herself. And
let's go here for a second. You talked about the grace and the feminine aspect. Some people, I like to call sometimes women sheroes as opposed to a hero. Is there a difference to you between a hero and a shero?
When it comes to human being, no.
Okay. Like it's the same.
But as a woman, I have my approach, of course, is going to be different with a man.
Okay.
But I don't know. No.
Okay. It's the same energy, basically.
Yeah. It's the same energy.
I experienced it that way too. I mean, I was thinking of calling this card deck, but here it is. I was going to call it the hero/shero's journey, or just the shero's journey, because I think more women than men would be drawn to it. Yeah. But then I was like, No, because I also relate to the hero's
Yeah.
journey, and I know a lot of women do too. So I hope women know that Shiro is implied, that the hero doesn't leave a woman out.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that you know that.
Because I think a feminine energy is very soft and flexible. So to go through all these fears and ups and downs, you need to be flexible. So
Yes, right. So maybe, oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting distinction because you're right. Flexibility is a quality.
It's a quality that when you
Quality.
to me,
yeah, me too.
When you face fears, if you want to, I don't know, if you're very hard, you can break down, but if you're flexible, you can find ways, you know.
Totally.
You can even like sneak and go under and come out. And
I love that. My friend Robin Roffer, who's a branding expert at a very, very high level in the corporate and the entertainment world, said that the number one quality that you have to embody in this changing time that we're in, if you want to be successful, is to be nimble. That's a little different than what were you just saying, flexible? But I think it means kind of the same thing. Do you know what nimble?
No.
It's like it's sort of the same thing. It's like you can land on your feet and nothing ever breaks. Yeah. Okay. Nothing, there's no hard edges. It's like a Rasuli painting. Like everything is soft and
flowy.
Yeah. Like Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over the candlestick. It's like a nursery rhyme for when we were kids. It's like you can jump over a candlestick. Like you can just. So I think there's something in that is very heroic. Throughout this series, I want to really start to pull out some of the key qualities that people can meditate on. And I think this flexibility quality and nimbleness is really important. Okay, so what is your biggest challenge to being the hero that you're capable of being?
I lived a life from a very young age on my own, being alone. But after years of living, instead of being alone, I started feeling lonely, not being alone. Before, I was happy of being alone on my own and no family, nothing, free. Like
alone meant free.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what it meant. But as days passed by, the meaning changed. And then being far away from being connected and having a family, it was difficult for me to get back into it. So I think there was times that being lonely, started feeling lonely, stopped me from having that energetic, exciting.
It's like the stimulation to like evoke you.
Yeah. I don't know what a good English word I can find for it.
I can just imagine, because I've seen you when you're dancing, and I feel like you're like a rose, like you just like with the energy of people watching and kind of she spins, she like does this amazing Sufi dancing that brings everybody together, and it seems like it's like this symbiotic thing that is, as you're spinning, you're bringing everybody in, and it's this connection. So I imagine that's like this vortex that gets created, and it's hard to create that in a vacuum. Like while you're kind of alone, that would be hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your hack? I want to know your hero hack. How do you, when you're feeling alone and lonely and feeling like, I'm not having the energy to go and do what I know the hero in me needs to do today. What do you do? Besides call me.
I do that.
Just come over.
I most of the times I make myself comfortable.
Give me an example.
Like I go into my bed.
Okay.
Like sit down in my bed, put the blanket on myself.
Okay.
And then I remind myself who I was, who I am, who I want to be. Where did I start? What is my intention of being in this life? what all I'm going to do? What am I so excited and passionate about? And then I keep nagging to myself as well. There are two sides which they start fighting together. And then I pull out and I try to observe. And then I just get up and do an activity.
Okay, what I love that you just said, because I was so expecting it to be opposite, because I think a typical person would say, if they're feeling down, but they know they've got something heroic to do, their hack is to just make themselves go. But what I love, I feel like you just gave me permission to breathe, is just like one of the stages of the hero's journey is the belly of the whale. And to me, it used to be one of the most difficult stages when it was like a call to go inward and to drop deep. I'd be like, no, because what if I never come out? I didn't trust it. But over the years of working with the hero's journey, I love the belly of the whale. It's like to get cozy, to get under the blankets, and to ask and to be inside. Okay, what is this pain about, or what is
your
this
own darkness?
Yes, and to even write about it and to get so quiet. No parties, no social media, no social anything. It's like I don't want the world there, but to permission, if you're feeling it, to go, okay, what is this? Let's be present with that. And just like in the belly of the whale stage, I like to say, I say this in the card deck, that just like if you're somebody who doesn't like the hero's journey, then here's the hack for how to get around that. Drop into it, because once you surrender to the belly of the whale, she spits you out. So you just said that. It's like you go in and you allow those two sides of you to kind of be there, and you contemplate, and then it's time to go do something. But you didn't deny yourself. You didn't cut yourself off. I love that. That's so important. Okay, let's do it. Let's pull a card, and I want to see what your perspective is. Okay, so Kosar is. I'm going to show you her lap. Oh wait, let's put you. Okay, and while she's flipping around and figuring out what card she's going to pick, as you know, Rasuli is the artist that created this beautiful deck. And his art just moves me so much. It's talk about nimble and fluid and flexible, and also dark and honoring the cycles and seasons. Okay, so this will be a message for you, but also for all of us for today. Okay, which one? Okay, all these cards are my favorite, but this is my favorite. Okay, show them. One with the sun.
Movement.
One with the sun. And it is, the keynote of it is be the light. What is it?
Be the light.
It's be the light. Be the light. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Okay, so let's read. Do you need glasses? No. I think that's the very first. This is the fifth card. Oh my God. Okay, while she's reading this one. Do you want to read it?
No, you're reading.
Oh no. Okay, I'm going to read a little. Okay, you are at one with the light of the universe. Every cell of your body, your temple, is a miniature sun. You are the sunlight of the spirit. There is nothing you have ever done or will do that can diminish your light. Even though clouds of self-doubt may temporarily obscure your awareness, behind those clouds, your inner radiance still shines. Whether or not you realize it, you emit divine awareness. You are not moving toward the light on your hero's journey, beseeching it to have mercy on you. No. Your wake-up call is to realize that you can run, but you can't hide from your true nature. This is not grandiose. This is a humble truth. This also applies to your brothers and sisters, all of us on this planet. Be still, knowing the ground you stand upon is holy, and the spotlight of divine love, intelligence, beauty, and creativity is on you. The quote here is, when you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. So we've got, and I know the dream symbol is the light or the sun, which is if you dream about a bright light or the sun, It means you're awakening to your true spiritual essence. You're giving yourself permission to shine, becoming aware, because everything in your dream is an aspect of you. So the challenge that you're moving through, you got this. And the mantra is, let's read it together. I'm at one with the sun, the light that lights up the world. All is extremely well. Oh my Lord. So Kosar, thank you so much. Give our watchers and listeners a word of advice. Any last thought about
me advices? I give advices. I don't give advices.
Yes, you do. You are a hero, and you are so wise. What's coming through you today?
The only thing I share is that there is a hero in each and one of us, which has the same power of this universal power. The only difference is we express it differently, or we approach to this life differently. There is nothing that can stop our hero inside. We just have to move on and on and on and celebrate each and every moment of this life as a hero.
Yay. Okay, wait, I have one more question. I'm sorry. I have to do it because I know you have a special relationship to soul and the word soul. And I think that's the common denominator between the hero's journey and dreams. They both tend to the soul. What is the soul to you? And then we're done, I promise.
The soul to me is the hero who made it to this world, to this body. And, the body, which is me who's talking now, is responsible for the hero, to give the hero space. Because if I give the space to hero knows the journey.
Oh, that's beautiful. So to think of your own soul as the real hero, the heroic part of you, and your body is...
Because I don't know how she made it. She made it to this life, and she made it here to figure it out to bring me to life, So
your body is like to be this container to support the movement of your soul.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Kosar Abbasi, or just Kosar, thank you so much for being my hero today, my dreamy hero. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And remember, if no one's around, do this. Point to yourself and say, I'm a hero on a hero's journey. And so are you. Sweet dreams.